let's start reading over these patch notes. So, regarding battle balance adjustments for the V1.07 update. In V1.07, as with the previous update, no balance adjustments were made, focusing instead on stabilizing behavior and fixing bugs. In the next update, V1.08, in addition to bug fixes, small-scale balance adjustments, such as damage reduction for some characters like Dragunov and Nina, are planned. Now, like I just mentioned, I hope it's not just damage reductions. I hope moves like QCF4 are definitely nerfed. You know, jailing strings are nerfed, chip damage, heat consumption on some moves. Like, there's so many things we can talk about. But yeah, let's see what happens, I guess, in the next patch. The next thing, Rage Art. A fix was applied to correct an issue where the animation would become abnormal when Rage Arts were activated simultaneously with stage gimmicks. So this one I've not really encountered, you know. This one I'm not. This has never happened to me. The next one is, again, there's a lot of Rage Art fixes here and behavior changes. For the Rage Arts of the following characters, adjustments were made to mitigate the phenomenon where the character's position would shift and the attack would whiff when activated near a wall. So this I've experienced, like, sometimes when you do a Rage Art at the wall and it whiffs, like the cameraman, it just switches. Now this is something, obviously, I'm sure everyone's experienced or seen at least. Alyssa, Asuka, Azucena, Brian, Claudio, Deviljin, Dragunov, Eddie, Feng. This happens to Eddie a lot, by the way. Jackie, Jun, King, Lars, Leo, Lily, Nina, Panda, Paul, Reina, Xiaoyu, Yoshimitsu, and Zafina. For the Rage Arts of the following characters, adjustments have been made to the size and position of the attack hitbox, as well as their tracking performance to reduce the occurrence of whiffing in certain situations. So these, basically this has been fixed for some characters, which is pretty good, I guess. But again, I've probably seen like Azucena's whiff and Lydia's. I know Lydia's Rage Art whiffs after a combo, but I've never seen like Azucena's or Jin's really whiff. Same with like Leo, Leroy, and Lily. But yeah, next Rage Art fix is expanded the hitbox upwards, alleviating situations where certain attacks would whiff. So Jun and Reina. Okay, interesting. This one again, I've not seen attacks like whiff against these Rage Arts. But hey, what do I know? So this one's really big. We were actually going over this not too long ago. The tracking capability when absorbing the opponent's attack has been enhanced, alleviating issues of whiffing. So for the most part, this works against a lot of evasive moves now. So on hit, heat burst will track, which is, I think it's an okay change. But again, there's some characters where the evasive moves will still work and the heat burst will whiff. Heat dash. The slow motion effect during heat dash activation has been fixed to ensure it always triggers regardless of the positioning relative to the opponent. I don't know what this is. The issue where damage was reduced to 0 when countered by the opponent's power crush has been fixed. All characters heat burst. Feng during heat 3 saw shockwave when the move hits from long distance but the kick part whiffs. Okay, so this is basically like fixing the power crush and I'm guessing the guaranteed follow-up. The next one is when performing a Rage Art, this is for tornadoes, after hitting your opponent with a tornado inducing move near the wall, adjusted the collision detection between the wall and the character to reduce the likelihood of slipping through opponent and the move whiffing. Okay, this is something I've experienced before as well. This is normal. These are good fixes though in general. I think decent fixes. Jump related, modified the move to ensure that it cannot be defended against with attack reversal. The attribute common to moves that attack the opponent from the air was not correctly set for this move. Affected moves, Victor's upward 3, Basically, Ling Nation as well. Amazing. Forward Tiger Roll. When rolling by performing while down and facing, and then the opponent blocks during forward roll 1+2, the opponent's behavior has been changed. This adjustment was made to fix the issue where the opponent, if not performing any actions, will be treated as if in an airborne state, causing throw moves to whiff. I see, I see. I don't know how much of a difference this is going to make. Special style has been fixed. We should avoid special style. Sanctum. Fixed an issue where stage transitions will not occur correctly during the stage transition animation. Rebel Hanger fixed an issue where the rendering of walls that can be broken by a backing break was not being done correctly. Elegant Palace fixed an issue where the screen could be obscured by effects during a hard wall break, reducing visibility. Made some adjustments and changes to the move cinematics. There were some errors in the frame data display, attack information display, and combo display, which has been corrected. As you've seen as forward 4, behavior on side hits and back hits has been modified. So again, there's a lot of fixes. Brian's forward 3 is now possible to defend against it with a reversal move. This correction was made because despite not being a maximum hold move, it couldn't be defended against with a reversal move. Interesting. Dragonor's forward 4. Behavior on side hits and back hits has been modified on forward 4. Okay. I think this one is... We've already gone over this one. I think this one is crazy. Like, being able to buffer QCF4 now after a heat dash or heat engage is like... It's crazy, man. I think this is so crazy. Honestly, I think this is... It's so obnoxious. I know there's people saying it's a bug fix. But just because it's a bug fix doesn't necessarily mean it's not a buff, you know? Like, I think this is a big buff. I think it's like a game changer, this one is. Like, being able to buffer this now after heat engage is so broken, bro. You don't understand, man. And then even being able to do this as well, like, bro. How are people saying this is a bug fix, man? This is so dumb. It's a bug fix, but bro, like, do you know how obnoxious this is? Eddie down back 1+2 and down 4-3. Behavior on side hits has been modified. Now this one, Feng. I'm not sure what this is. With down 2 and down back 1+2-2, expanded the hurt box, alleviating situations where certain attacks would whiff. Now how would we lab this? So yeah, I think this change, it makes sense. I'm not too upset about this. Hwoarang's down 4-4. Sorry, Hwoarang's down 3-4. Left flamingo down 3-4 as well, and right flamingo down 3-4. The phenomenon where the opponent could unnaturally quick crouch to evade the subsequent high attack after landing the second hit has been corrected. Back 4. And right stance back 3. Expanded the hitbox downward to reduce the occurrence of whiffing for certain moves. Up back 3. Fixed an issue where the attack style frames would change after a specific command input was entered. Improved tracking performance. This change primarily aims to mitigate the phenomenon of missing attacks during combos. Right flamingo 2. The distance from the opponent on hit or block was reduced in order to alleviate the subsequent attacks whiffing midway through. Any Hwoarang players in the chat? This one is crazy. We went over the Jack 8 stuff. Down forward 4 is crazy now. It's consistent. The follow-up's consistent now from more or less every range on counter, which is pretty cool. I'm guessing this is just a behavior change on side hits and back hits. 4-3+4 down. Kazuya 4-3 floor break will now only occur on the final hit of the move. Damak 1-2, the tracking capability of the second hit has been enhanced when landing the first hit, mitigating the occurrence of whiffing midway through. So this is when the second hit would whiff after the first hit would land, maybe like off axis or something. CD 1+2, the issue where pressing down forward and 1+2 simultaneously during a raid state would essentially this is a good fix, you know. I've seen so many people get this misinput. Devil Form CD1 corrected the timing of heat timer consumption, which had been unnaturally delayed. But yeah, there's a lot of bug fixes really and behavioral changes. King's upward 3+4, the hitbox has been expanded downwards, alleviating the issue where certain low attacks would whiff. Forward 2 behavior on side hits and back hits has been modified. Kuma forward 2, the hitbox around the main body has been expanded to alleviate issues of whiffing at close range. This change does not affect the attack's reach. Upward 4, fixed an issue where upward 4 could be countered with an attack reversal when inputting upward 4-3. Laws. Dynamic entry 4. The damage output for the input during dynamic entry 4 down was inconsistent with expectations, so the damage has been adjusted from 10 to 14 to match the damage output of the input during dynamic entry. Amazing. Leo's down back 4-1. That's the hell sweep. The trackability of the second attack has been enhanced. When landing the first attack, the trackability... Okay, that's the string now as well during Lightning Blade down. So that's the follow-up when she has the install. The tracking ability of the third attack has been enhanced when landing the second attack. Adjusted the behavior of the opponent when the second hit connects in the air during a combo to prevent the third hit from passing onto the opponent or missing entirely. So I guess that's another good fix as well for Leo. A very good fix actually. Leo is... I think Leo's bad. But anyways, let's move on to the next one. So Political Storm fixed the issue with the distance between characters would become unnaturally large on side hits and back hits. Horse Stance 2 adjusted the behavior of the opponent when hit after the heat state ends. This change was made to fix the issue where the opponent's orientation would become incorrect if they did not input any actions. Lydia's Horse Stance 3 expanded the hitbox downwards to reduce the occurrence of whiffing for certain moves. Heaven and Earth 1 adjusted the opponent's behavior to face forward when hit from the side, modified the opponent's behavior when hit from the back. Again, just behavioral changes, I guess. And they also fixed Lydia's Rage Art as well, so it's going to hit in combos more often. Raven, amazing. While standing 3+4, expanded the hitbox downwards to reduce the occurrence of whiffing for certain moves. Back turn 3-4-3, adjust the collision section with the opponent to reduce instances where the third hit would miss after the second hit connects. Soul Zone down, relax the input window of down to make it easier to execute. Nice, amazing. Any Raven players here? I doubt there is though. Shaheen's down back, correcting an issue where due to the fixes in V1.05, high attacks would unintentionally hit. Nice. Steve's back one. Modify the behavior so that the hit trade animation occurs even when the opponent's attack has lower damage when trading hits. Although the hit trade animation typically does not occur for trades between low damage attacks, this change was made considering the importance of follow-up attacks on counter for this specific move. This seems like a rare situation though. Like on a trade. Yoshimitsu, Mutu no Kiwami, and Kinsho 2 1+2. Adjusted the opponent's behavior to face forward when hit from the side. Modify the opponent's behavior when hit from the back. Amazing. Higum's having a field day with this one. Yeah, but what do you guys think of the patch? I expected some like nerfs at least, but this patch has just been consisting of bug fixes and behavioral changes. I think this one right here, the Dragunov is... Dragunov's change to me is crazy, man. The QCF4. I think this is a buff. But yeah, I guess it's a decent patch. It just fixes and adjustments. Hopefully the next patch comes soon and we see proper balancing. I can only pray that we see proper balancing because I think the game is in need of a balance patch right now. But yeah, let's see what happens. and let's keep playing Tekken, I guess.